What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Mark McNealy from Financial Abundance and Healthy Living. Hey, if you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell to all so you can be updated and alert when all video content comes out. So welcome to the channel. For all of our older subscribers, welcome. Happy Friday to all of you. You've made it to the end of the week, and I pray that you're having an awesome day and that you have an amazing weekend. So anyway, in this video, this is going to be a banger, so do not skip this video. Don't leave, because I promise you this is going to be valuable information, things that you can take away from this video and really start to implement. All right, so you know how I roll. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't do a bunch of editing. I just keep it straight gangster, right? Nah, not really, but I just keep it straight real. Y'all know how we do it. So today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all some amazing information that my wife ran across. She was actually driving in the car one day and she was listening to the radio, and these doctors was actually talking, or a physician was talking on the radio station, just talking about your blood type and understanding the importance of eating according to your blood type. And I thought that was quite interesting. So she called me up and told me, say, hey, I think it's so powerful, it's so important that you eat according to your blood type. And why, if you eat meat, the chances that you can really cause your body to just go into a state of inflammation and things like that. And so anyway, I started doing more research on this topic, and I ran across a physician. His name is Dr. Peter Adamato. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And back in 1996, he actually came up and he came out with a book. And after just doing a lot of research, a lot of studying, and seeing a lot of patients, he had a lot of patients coming to him, to his office. He started actually helping people cure disease, cure sicknesses, lose a lot of weight, just heal their guts from the inside out. And I'm telling you, he did it a non-traditional way. He did it whereas he left a lot of doctors, a lot of physicians like scratching their head, just still kind of like in denial. Whereas he cured you based on your diet, based on foods, all right, the natural foods. Similar to what Dr. Sebi would do. He kind of basically catered foods, and he looked at food groups according to your blood type. And that was how he actually implemented healing and things like that. And I thought this was pretty cool. But he came out with a book in 1996. It's called Eat Right for Your Type. All right. And this book was a New York Times best-selling book. It sold millions of copies, and it's still widely selling today. And so I actually picked up a copy. It's on its way. And so I'm excited to just share this information with you all. So make sure you comment below. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you've heard of eating according to your blood type. But anyway, in his book, he claims that an optimal diet for any one individual depends on the person's ABO blood type. And so we're going to get into that here just a little bit. He also claims that each blood type represents genetic traits of our ancestors, all right, including which diet they evolved or thrived on. All right, and I thought that was pretty interesting, man. That's pretty cool. So basically, I'm gonna read out the blood type. So it's blood type A, it's blood type B, it's blood type AB, and it's blood type O. Now, of course, it goes a little bit deeper. I'm not gonna go too deep on this video where it has A positive, A negative. All right, they have those different, different factors in as it relates to your blood type. But I really recommend you go to your doctor and have them test you for your blood type. Now, if you are in the military, or if you were already in the military, more than likely you know what your blood type is. That's normally how it is. They give you a thorough physical, a thorough checkup, so you know everything about you. All right, but anyway, blood type A, basically this blood type, Dr. Peter says that you should eat a diet rich in plants and a completely free of toxic red meat. Okay, and this diet basically needs to resemble a vegetarian diet. So if you're a type A blood type, the vegetarian diet is going to work very, very well for you. All right, type B's diet It's basically, it says that these people can eat plants and most meats, all right, except chicken and pork. So if you're someone that eats chicken or pork, these actual proteins, this food can actually cause you complications. It can cause you to have ulcers. It can cause you to actually have inflammation in the body, right? So you might be eating healthy, like chicken can be healthy in terms of if it fits your blood type, but you know, um, you know, chicken and pork triggers your body based on the blood type, based on the DNA analysis, and based on this evidence, right? And also um, it says for a type B, you can eat some dairy. All right. However, you should avoid wheat, corn, lentils, tomatoes, and a few other foods. Now, his book goes more in depth, more in detail. But if you're eating wheat, wheat, bread, all of these different things, if you have a type B blood type, it can cause you problems. It can cause the constipation. It can cause the ulcers. It can cause the inflammation, which can cause you to have a higher levels of bacteria. This is crazy, guys. Higher levels of bacteria in the gut. Whereas, some people wonder. I've been in many consultation calls and coaching sessions with people, and they would say, "Well, I have a sibling that, hey, we were born from the same parents or whatever, but how come they don't have this issue or I have this issue and they don't?" And it's just really, I believe, it's based on the blood type. As I'm doing more research, certain diets that certain blood types can have, they function better off of versus others. And so I believe certain blood types, when you're eating the wrong foods, it can cause inflammation. It can cause a higher overgrowth of bacteria to settle in, or active bacteria, which then will produce this smell or odor. All right. Also, type AB, this particular diet, type A and B foods, it says to eat includes seafood, tofu, dairy, beans, and grains. They should avoid kidney beans, corn, beef, and chicken. So if you're a type AB, you need to leave beef alone. So no hamburgers, no cheeseburgers, no spaghetti, right? None of those foods that could be a triggering food according to your blood type. All right. So removing that, removing grains out of your diet. So like oatmeal, different breads have grains, different beans, kidney beans, corn, beef, chicken. You want to avoid these foods, all right? And his book goes way more in detail, more in depth as to why that is. But I'm just reading off some information, and I've been doing some reviews of other people that actually went to go see him personally, and like years ago, and they talked about the improvements. I mean, the weight loss, feeling mentally there, having all of their clarity. I mean, it was just amazing, y'all. It's so crazy. So a type O blood type, this is called the hunter. So that's what he refers as to the type O blood type. This is called the hunter. This is a high protein diet based largely on meat, fish, poultry, and certain fruits and vegetables. So you actually, you might ask a family member that doesn't struggle with halitosis, bad breath, um, or have struggled in the past. You may ask them, "Hey, what's your blood type?" If more than likely, like for example, I asked my wife what was her blood type. I think she was a O positive or O negative. I can't remember right now, but she was in the O category. She never had an issue with stomach issues. She never had an issue with mucus. She never had an issue with hacking and spitting up stuff. She never had an issue with any smells. So for me, I had to adjust my diet because I had issues. I didn't know this information, but now as I test it and I look at the information based on the blood type, it makes a whole lot of sense, y'all. It makes a whole lot of sense. All right, she never struggled with breath, smells, odor, stinky, nothing. Right? She was an O type, and she's already told me I'm not giving up animal protein, so you can forget it. And I don't press the issue. I don't push her, but with according to her blood type and according to these studies, her body actually needs animal protein. That's crazy, right? It actually needs these proteins to actually function. All right, so that's kind of what I wanted to share with you all. All four diets basically is going to encourage healthy foods. and it's going to encourage you all to remove and eliminate processed junk food and things like that. Um, so yeah, like I said, a type A diet is going to resemble a vegetarian diet, but a type O diet is higher. It's a higher diet in protein. Also, type O blood has been known to have a higher stomach acid, right? I noticed that. So like again, it goes back to them not having issues with their gut, them not smelling and things like that, um, because they have higher levels of stomach acid. So, which is why I encourage a lot of times people that have digestive issues to take a hydrochloric acid. All right, it makes sense now. I'm putting the puzzles together, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so just making sure that you're eating according to your blood type. Now, inside of the blood type, there's lectins, and basically, there's a link between that and your diet. Basically, lectins are a diverse family of proteins that can bind sugar molecules, and so basically, when you're eating wrong, they start to clump together, and it starts to really agitate your system. It causes inflammation, causes you to just have a deficiency. It can cause the negative effects with the lining of your gut when these lectins are just not moving properly. And so that's kind of why you want to eat better and eat according to your blood type. All right, so your blood type is determined by your genetics. And again, like we talked about before, it's again type O, type A, type B, and type AB. And, and so, there's been some studies that say it really doesn't matter how you eat according to your blood type. But from the reviews and the information that I'm starting to see, and I'm starting to put things together, I think it's worth looking into and really starting to implement. All right, so definitely do that. Now again, for the O type, it says you can eat particularly like lean meats. You can eat seafood, fish, but there's certain vegetables that they say may not be the best for you. You can do fruits, olive oil, and things like that. And again, the book goes more in depth as to things that you can eat. Also, it talks about the foods to avoid. Again, so you definitely want to check this out. I hope this video was beneficial for you all. Again, when you eat against the grain or eat against your blood type, you're going to have more complications. You may have things like acid reflux. You may have things like Crohn's disease. You may have things like SIBO, because your body is starting to build up with these with inflammation, and it's starting to build up with these bacteria overgrowth. So you definitely want to look into understanding more about what type of blood you have. I would recommend going to your doctor. We'll do more videos on this, kind of going more in depth, more in details. But I would make an appointment and just see, hey, if your doctor can test you to see what is your blood type. And then definitely picking up this book so that you can actually dig deeper and start to implement the information inside of the book. So with that being said, guys, make sure you check the links below in the description box if you want products or services or our one-on-one coaching. That information will be below for you, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.